According to the ECA Group, the FAT of the electric propulsion motors was successfully passed. All the tests carried out have confirmed the expected performances have been reached, including the most sensitive one, related to the low level of acoustic signature required for the equipment, the company said in a statement. The shipset has been delivered to Naval Group in late December 2019 in order to be integrated into the motor device of the 4th Barracuda submarine, to be named. ECA Group is entrusted with the design and supply of energy conversion and propulsion systems in support of the Barracuda submarine program. In October 2018, ECA Group was awarded additional contracts for the 5th and 6th Barracuda submarines, to be named Rubis and Casabianca. ECA Group has completed the factory acceptance test, FAT, of the electric propulsion motor, MEP, shipset for the French Navy's 4th Barracuda-class nuclear attack submarine, in late 2019. The test was conducted alongside the prime contractor of the Barracuda submarine program, Naval Group, and the French Defense Procurement Agency DGA, Direction Générale de l'Armement, Directorate General of Armaments. The Barracuda class, or Submarine class, is a class of nuclear-powered attack submarines, SSNs. French, Submarines Nucléaires d'Attaque, SNA, designed by the French shipbuilder Naval Group, formerly known as DCNS, for the French Navy, Marine Nationale. The new submarines will replace the French Navy's current generation of Rubis Amethyst-class nuclear attack submarines. Naval Group is the overall prime contractor of the submarine program, and Technic Atome is the prime contractor for the nuclear reactor. DGA is in charge of the overall program, with the Atomic Energy and Alternative Energies Commission, Commissariat Energie Atomique aux Energies Alternatives, CEA, for the nuclear reactor. Barracuda SSNs will use technologies from the French Navy's currently operational Triomphant-class nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines, SSBNs, including pump-jet propulsion. The submarines will have a length of 99 meters, a diameter of 8.8 meters, a surface displacement of 4,700 tons and an underwater displacement of 5,300 tons. The boats will be powered by a 50 MW K-15 pressurized water reactor, PWR, derived from the reactors on board the Triomphant-class SSBNs and Charles de Gaulle aircraft carrier. They will have 2 propulsion turbines, 2 turbo generators and 2 electric motors driving a single ducted propeller, pump jet. The SSNs will have a maximum speed of about 25 knots and a maximum diving depth of more than 350 m. The Barracuda-class submarines will be armed with Torpedo tube-launched cruise missiles, MDCN, Missile de Croisière Naval Cruise Missile. MDCN is the sea-launched variant of the Scalp EG Low Observable Air-Launched Cruise Missile, ALCM, developed by MBDA Missile Systems. The missile has an operational range of over 1,000 kilometers, 620 miles, and can be fired against strategic land targets. The submarines will be also armed with F-21 Artemis heavyweight torpedoes, Exocet SM-39 Block II anti-ship missiles and FG-29 mines. Barracudas will have a crew complement of 65. In support of special operations missions, they may also accommodate up to 12 commandos, while carrying their equipment in a dry deck shelter attached aft of the sail. The dry deck shelter will also allow the deployment of underwater vehicles. The primary missions of the Barracuda-class vessels will include anti-surface and anti-submarine warfare, ASUW, ASW, land attack, intelligence gathering, crisis management, and special operations missions. The French Navy plans to have 6 SNA Barracuda. The U.S. Navy christened its newest Freedom variant Littoral Combat Ship, LCS, the future USS Cooperstown, LCS-23, during a ceremony at the Fincantieri Marinette Marine, FMM, shipyard in Marinette, Wisconsin on February 29. Mrs. Albert Tull served as the ship's sponsor. In a time-honored Navy tradition, Mrs. Tull christened the future USS Cooperstown by breaking a bottle of sparkling wine across the ship's bow. Ms. Jane Forbes Clark, chairman of the board of directors of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, delivered the christening ceremony's principal address. LCS-23 is the 12th Freedom variant LCS, the 23rd in the class. She is the first ship named in honor of Cooperstown, New York. Cooperstown received its name on July 25, 2015, during a ceremony at the National Baseball Hall of Fame, which is located in Cooperstown. Her name honors the veterans who are members of the Baseball Hall of Fame located in the namesake city. These 64 men served in conflicts ranging from the Civil War through the Korean War. LCS is a modular, reconfigurable ship, designed to meet validated fleet requirements for surface warfare, SA, anti-submarine warfare, ASW, and mine countermeasures, MCM, missions in the littoral region. Using an open architecture design, modular weapons, sensor systems and a variety of manned and unmanned vehicles to gain, sustain and exploit littoral maritime supremacy, LCS provides the U.S. Joint Force access to critical areas in multiple theaters. The LCS class consists of two variants, the Freedom variant and the Independence variant, designed and built by two industry teams. The Freedom variant team is led by Lockheed Martin in Marinette, Wisconsin, for the odd-numbered hulls. The Independence variant team is led by Austal USA in Mobile, Alabama, for LCS-6 and the subsequent even-numbered hulls. The Freedom variant LCS ships are capable of speeds in excess of 40 knots and are automated with the most efficient staffing of any combat ship. They are equipped with rolling airframe missiles, RAM, and a Mark 110 gun, capable of firing 220 rounds per minute, as standard, and is flexible with 40% of the hull easily reconfigurable, integrating capabilities like the longbow Hellfire missiles, 30mm guns, and manned and unmanned vehicles targeted to meet future missions. The U.S. Navy will christen its newest Freedom variant littoral combat ship, LCS, the future USS Cooperstown, LCS-23, during a 10 a.m. CDT ceremony on Saturday, February 29, in Marinette, Wisconsin. Mrs. Albatel will serve as the ship's sponsor. In a time-honored Navy tradition, Mrs. Tull will christen the future USS Cooperstown by breaking a bottle of sparkling wine across the ship's bow. Ms. Jane Forbes Clark, chairman of the board of directors of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, will deliver the christening ceremony's principal address.